Good afternoon, Julia Carroll, or actually it's evening. It's almost 6:30, 6:45, something like that. It is Wednesday, February the 11th. I almost said 12th. It's day 19 or day 20 of a whole food diet. I think I might kind of start skipping that and just say the date because, whole food diet is what I'm doing and I'm tired of saying it. So I am going to walk during this video, though. Maybe get an extra 1,000 steps. I'm at 2344 right now, so it's good to get a little extra. How am I doing on my food? I'm actually doing really good. The food is not any problem. I'm still a little bored with what I made. Hey, meow meow. But on the whole, the food's been going well. I can't complain about it. I have no issues with anything. Sorry, I was checking the snake's enclosure. I thought I saw her. And then my cat's come downstairs. Hello, meow meow. Yeah, you can't see her. That's Meow Meow. She's my little, oops. There you go. I need to move the leash so the cat can come down. What was I saying? I don't even know. I've got so many boxes in here. I've got a whole stack of boxes behind me that are used up. Whole stuff down there. It's crazy. I've got a mess. I bought a bunch of stuff for the cats. 3 cat trees to go in each room upstairs so they can see out the window. I'm also buying a bunch of gardening supplies so I can start gardening when the time is right. I'm pleased about that, but my house is cluttered right now. I gotta tell you, boxes upon boxes upon boxes. I don't have any more room to get rid of them. But I will say, eating good for you food has been, it's been a pleasure on the body. Not eating a bunch of sugar has been helpful. I actually haven't had any real refined sugar since January 1st. So what are we at? 31, about 42 days of no sugar, other than, I've bought some canned beans and I opened those, so I'm sure there's a little bit of sugar in there. But I mean, for me, when I talk about no sugar, I'm talking about ice cream, cookies. I'm not talking about, a little fruit. I did have some frozen berries for lunch. So for me, sugar is the refined sugar that's mostly in cookies, chocolate, ice cream, M&Ms, that kind of stuff. I don't really count I don't even count, seed oils. I don't count the sugar in like mayonnaise or Caesar dressing or ranch dressing because I don't eat enough of that. When I was having a huge problem, my issue was, 2 pints or 3 pints of Ben & Jerry's or Baskin and Robbins, the big size of M&Ms, 12 cookies, a huge bag of potato chips. That's what I was eating. A tablespoon of ranch dressing. Ooh, ooh, it's so bad. No, not really. Not when you're used to eating 3,000 calories in junk food. No, 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing is nothing. Or half and half. Or a can of like chili pinto beans. Come on. That's nothing. So for me, that's kind of where I'm at. I can appreciate people saying, oh, seed oils are so bad for you. I don't know. I get a little tired of that when I think, for a person that, like I said, 2 and 3 pints of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, one of the sharing size of M&Ms, cookies, donuts, a bag of chips, or one of those super big bags of those wonderful pistachios. I was consuming all of that at one time. So to then go and have a little bit of chili beans, 1/3 of a cup, I'm sorry, compared to what I was doing, that's nothing. Nothing. Walking. So I have to remind myself that progress for me is this, may not be progress for somebody else. And seed oils may not be good for you. They may have an issue. But again, it's kind of, well, I can tell you, ice cream had worse issues for me. So a few seed oils and a couple other things is going to be nowhere near as bad as what I was doing with the Baskin & Robbins and Ben & Jerry's, or the M&Ms, or the Snickers, or the Twizzlers, or the Red Vines, or, I was into combining Whoppers and Milk Duds. Nothing is as bad as that. So I have to remind myself that it is all about what these foods do to my body. And I seem to be able to eat them fine. I'm showing no ill effects. I'm sleeping. I'm not having any sugar cravings, which thank God I'm not. Now I'm not eating a ton of sugar. So that's helpful. So when I get to planting my fruits and vegetables, because I did buy a couple of fruit trees. I bought a blueberry bush, a nectarine, a dwarf nectarine tree, and a Sutsamo mandarin. But they're so small right now that I don't think they'll produce in 2026 at all. I don't think it'll be until 2027 that any of them actually produce any fruit. So the only fruit I have that I'm producing is lemons, my Meyer lemon. And it took more than a year having it before it produced the lemons. This is the first year it's ever produced lemons for me, and I've had it a couple of years. It's in a big container. So right now I'm learning about how to take care of fruits and vegetables in containers, because that's all I have access to. But the whole thing I want to encourage myself and anybody who watches these videos is figure out food that works for you. If you're somebody that can eat a little bit of sweets, like I have a friend who seems able to have 1 chocolate truffle a night, and that's good. She's good with that. Doesn't mean she has to have 20 of them. She can have 1 truffle a night. And she's worried about that 1 truffle. She's like, oh, I don't think I should be eating that 1 truffle. And I didn't say it, but I was thinking to myself, 1 truffle? Okay. If you really think cutting out 1 truffle is going to make that much difference, then go for it. But that's where you actually need to experiment. Maybe for her, cutting out 1 truffle will. I can't imagine it. You'd lose weight cutting out 1 truffle, but maybe you can. I don't know. I don't think it'd work for me. I just can't eat a truffle because it would light up a sweet tooth too bad. So it could be that one day too much fruit will light it up. But like I said, I'm hopeful that by the fruit not being ready until 2027, most likely, and getting 365 days under my belt before I really need to worry with fruit, I think will be a saving grace for me. Because while I do have lemons right now, I don't eat lemons. I don't make limoncello. I don't make lemon meringue pie. I don't do lemon curd. I don't put lemons in anything. I don't even squeeze lemon on my chicken, and maybe I ought to. I slice lemons up and put them in my water. And especially when it's cold and I've had my coffee and I'm cold and I want something warm, lemon water is my go-to. And I have to admit, my Meyer lemons have been good. I've enjoyed them. So, but I also don't have more than, I put 1 or 2 slices in my water, and I might use those slices multiple times throughout the day. So, I don't have anything more to say other than I am now at 3,300 steps. So I've just about gotten my 1,000 extra steps. Almost. I'll go like another 100 steps. Post this. My walking is getting better. I'm able to stand a whole heck of a lot more. So I'm very pleased with that. But it sure helps walking and doing this. I kind of got lazy the last few days. I've kind of felt a need to be a little more productive. I've had these boxes in my living room for a while, a couple days, and I didn't process them, but I've started processing more of them today. But I still have many more to process. I almost have 3,400 steps. I'll stop at 34. Whew. Well, I'm going to end this, and I shall see you tomorrow. And I will no longer be counting what day of a whole food. I'll just say the date of what it is, and maybe how many days it's been since January 1. So take care, folks. From Julia and my 2026 weight loss journey. Bye-bye.